Hey people, it's Kelly of Print Pray Slay. I apologize, I have a cold. Yes, during this holiday season, I am here with a cold. But I have great news. I completed my Wild Thoughts Faith Journal. Yes, I did. If you saw my reel and short on Instagram and Facebook and then my TikTok, you will see that I wrote this data in live. Right after I finished, I was in the bed and I completed my last entry in this journal, and I ran down to the studio and got my little orange Posca pen and wrote in the 29th. Now, of course, people shoot videos in a different day. So finished finished the journal on the 29th, which is before the end of the year. I'm shooting this video before the end of the year, but I'm sure you're going to see it in the new year. So, I just wanted to do a quick flip through of it. I know the latest video that if you saw before this video was when I was adding stickers, because I had new stickers. These are the ones that was leftovers. So I have Faith, Wild Thoughts, Faith Journal Elements 1, 2, and 3. And so I just added the last bit. So basically the journal came out on Amazon, was that 2022? And it came out with a kit, like a 30-page kit. And then I added 2 more kits this year in 2023. So let me just do a quick flip. I have plenty of videos sharing how I put my journal together. It comes bound from Amazon when you order it, and then I went to Staples and they cut off the spine for me, and then I added the Happy Planner disc. We voted on the disc in my Patreon group, Yellow. Here's patrons right here. So I did my little collage. This is free. The elements of this collage, they are free in my Patreon kit. In my Patreon group. So you just got to search Wild Thoughts, and you'll see this as just a download link. This was my first entry. It is near and dear to me. Again, if you're wondering like about the paper, this is Amazon's paper, so it's kind of like book paper. So it is not thick paper, but you can use Posca markers on it, which is paint markers. You can use acrylic paint, you can use gelatos, and I use a Sharpie S-Gel pen on it. And that works for me. My Sharpie, this pen, the felt pen, does not work well. It does bleed through because it's like a marker. It's like a felt marker that seeps into the paper, whereas acrylic paint does not seep into the paper. So just want to make sure people know. I did a test on different markers and pens that I can use. So that's my first spread. This is added paper because there is the dot journal that comes along with it if you decide to purchase it. And I added these dot pages. The dot journal basically has blank dot grid pages where you can expand on your journal. So I did that many a times. So this is me expanding. Okay, and if you are not familiar with the purpose and the thought behind the Wild Thoughts Journal, it is a place where I wanted to record my prayers, my hopes, and memories of good and bad thoughts, and communicate them in a way where I'm sharing them with you guys and praying about them to God. So wild thoughts as in wild and crazy, like, oh my goodness, I can see myself being, a godparent one day, and I really, really want to be a godparent. That's a wild thought, like for somebody to choose you out of the millions of friends that they want you to cover their child and the spirituality and the spiritual growth of that child. That's like a wild thought. And then there are wild thoughts like I have anxiety and I don't know if this is the person I'm supposed to marry, or I don't know if this is the job for me, or I don't know if I'm going to survive this surgery next week. Those are wild thoughts as well. So all of them can be entered into this journal. So I just wanted to make sure you knew the purpose This is another added page. You saw in the other video where I added those 3 stickers after the fact. These are 50 positive words that I wrote. And if you're not familiar with the journal is pre-printed. Like, this is a pre-printed page. All I did with this page was add the words. But then you have pages like this, where this is the collage, not collage sheet. This is the cardstock paper that's included in the journal. Ripped it out and put it on here, like just glued it down. And then these elements are from a kit. So some pages are blank, like these, and then some pages are pre-printed, like these, like the giraffes in a circle and all of that is already on here. All right, this is another pre-printed page, and I added my journaling without being strong. Another pre-printed page, but then these 2 are stickers. So this is about 5 guides to help me cultivate a high regard for myself, like thinking highly of myself. Like, you think lion, you think like you up there. So I wanted to journal about that, and how to get there. So I wrote down these like 5 points about having self compassion and acceptance, positive talk, setting healthy boundaries, personal growth and development, and surrounding myself with positivity. And then I wrote little points on how to get to each of those little goals that I set for myself. And then this is just my blurb on what thinking highly means. So I decided to, I wanted to explain this one because this is one of the spreads that's new, that was not completed. The rest of these I've already explained in other videos, but I wanted to point out this one because you've never seen this before. All right, turn your nose up at bad thoughts. I've already explained this kit, but I wanted to point out that the blue is, again, a Posca pen. Everything else was already printed here. And then we added this one. This is the only sticker on the page. And then, my writing. This is a collage sheet. I mean, again, you can use it. It's also included in the kit, the printable kit. So if you wanted to keep this here, but then rip up the paper from the kit, that you can print over and over, then that's fine too. But I decided to write all up and through this collage, and I like the way that turned out. So that's just my vibe. I like writing on the actual collage papers. Nothing new here from any other video. I didn't add anything there. Be humble, be honest. I didn't add anything to this page. Yes, no. The only thing I added here, this is the Proverbs 31 page, was praying mama, and I explained that in the previous video, like the latest video. Didn't add anything here, but again, this, and this are Posca pens, and then these are stickers. This is pre-printed, and this is the washi tape that goes along with the kit. Well, it coordinates. It doesn't go with it, like it doesn't come with it, but it coordinates. Actually, this is sold out, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I was debating whether or not I would do washi again in the shop. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in, because I am thinking about it. So, but I wanted to, see if people were interested in it before I go, because this is something that I have to pre-purchase. I did also want to point out that this is a thicker Posca pen. So they come in different nib sizes. Some are really thin. Then you have these. This is the average size. And then you have this really, really jumbo pen, which I love. All right, the cat is pre-printed, and the dot grid on here happens to be brown, where all the other dot grids are gray. I added these two stickers last time, and I explained this page long ago because it's been done for quite a while. Again, I've been in this journal for over a year, like a year and 2 months. Let's see. This is a new page. Yes. All right. So this is a new page. That's talking about overcoming bad thoughts. I know we see the snake and we assume bad. So again, I used it in that way, but I know some people are snake lovers, and I know some people are snake not so much lovers. So I use it in a not so good way of saying, like, this is the spread where I'm talking about overcoming the bad thoughts. So that's why I said bad thoughts here. And so I have 4 points that I can use, like thinking intentionally on good things. So gratitude each day. I now include like a list in my planner. I did that for November and I really liked it. So I was like, that's something that I can do to overcome bad thoughts, is to, list out my gratitude, what I'm grateful for. Um, I wanted to point out to myself that I'm creative and talented at many things, and I aim to grow in those areas as well. I love all of me, but I'm not perfect, though I aim to be better each day, and I'm surrounded by love. And that's my family, that's God, everything. So those are things that made me smile. They making me smile now. So I know if I sit back and I reflect on those, just doing 4 little points, along with an array of different points all up and through this planner. I mean, all up and through this journal. But specifically on this page, those 4 little points. And then right here, I just wrote to myself, I can overcome bad thoughts with good thoughts. This is talking about how important it is to control my thoughts and focus on truth instead of like just letting my mind wander. Using discernment, like the way that I judge and understand the world around me, which includes the thoughts that creep into my head. Bring every thought into alignment with Christ's teaching, to overcome those that are bad for me. So if it's not a God thought, it gotta go. Stay in God's presence with prayer, fill my time with positivity, like stop looking and listening to media that might be negative, like filling myself with negative things. Again, negative music, negative shows, and maybe negative things on Instagram or YouTube. Then that definitely will help. And then fellowship with believers that have the same set of values as me. Apply God's teaching in my life, be patient with myself and God, stay accountable, and seek outside guidance when I need to. And my accountability partner right here says Reese, which is my husband, that's my best friend, and forgive myself and give grace to others. So that was a lot. It's a lot going on in this page as far as like all the ways that I'm going to overcome bad thoughts. And then this is a sticker. This is a sticker. This is a sticker, and so is this one. Okay, we went over this spread as it stands, but I did add here, this was blank. It says sometimes you have to take the time to chill out and reflect and see what God is saying in the situation. This is talking about, as a child of God, I still have to deal with real life. Stuff still goes wrong. Like, being honest. I know that that's something that a lot of new Christians struggle with, is that sometimes we, they get saved and they believe that everything is going to go away, and actually those bad things that happen help you grow, and build your faith as well. Not that you are going to be like, oh yay, I have a struggle to get through, but that is something that you can dwell on and think on that can help you through that time. I said I'm thankful for the means to journal, honestly. I'm able to get so many things, so many thoughts out of my head and into my journals. So that was something that was new. I said I can never turn my mind off. I'm surprised I can even sleep. I don't know who else has to deal with that. But, I mean, I'm shooting this video at like 2:30 in the morning. So there's that one. All right, this was, no, none of this was done. Well, yeah, the inside of this was done. I said go get your blessing. It takes courage to jump out there on faith and take action. Just do it. Here I wrote to my children and my husband on what I think about them, the different things that I think about them. This sticker said make heaven crowded. So I wrote like, how can I do that? And one part is like to share the love of Jesus with as many people as possible, like in real life and on social media. Like continuing to do things like this video, which I hope is like encouraging somebody to pick up a journal, if not this journal, a journal, or to share the video if it's not something that, you know, is necessarily for you. Allow me to stay within my studies and continue to grow spiritually, share what I learned. And then specifically, I'm asking about what I just said, like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, my newsletter, my patrons. I think it's definitely okay to get real specific with God. And here I'm just asking to grow those areas in my life so that I can reach more people and share more of Him. Look out for opportunities to be a blessing to other people. That's definitely a way to be positive, blessing others. And this is me just plainly stating that I pray that this journal is a blessing to others. And how I want to do more to help people in need, and spark positivity in other people's lives, help them in their everyday lives. I can and I will. The only thing that's different here are these two stickers. Here, these two stickers, these two girls are part of the new kit, and so is this sticker. I can point out right here, time management, do better. Boom. I need to get better with time management. But it says here, I don't need to beat myself up about trying to be perfect at everything all the time. That is definitely something that is a downfall of mine. It's like, it gotta be perfect, and I'm trying to be, 100% good at everything. Failure helps sometimes, and you gotta be willing to fail. And if you're willing to fail, sometimes you will fail. This is new. I decided not to put anything here. Hopefully you still consider my journal done, but I just like this, and every time I put it behind something, it like, to me, it cluttered it. So I was like, I wanted to just leave it here, which is just on a blank sheet, but I did add a doll on the side. This is already here. And then these dolls, this whole page right here is new. So all the dolls in that. I wrote down worship songs that make me smile, bringing positivity to my life. Why faith is essential. What being the light means to me, and how Jesus teaches that, followers ought to be the light of the world, be bright and shining, and like that, the opposite of dark. Called to live a life that illuminates and spreads God's love and positivity and kindness. And in order to do that, gotta be in tune. I say praise and worship really helps me, and puts me in a positive frame of mind. When I sing about God's goodness and Jesus, it turns my mood around. So I can sing, I can cry, and sing some more. Definitely be crying. There's certain songs that's like, boom. I was talking to my patrons about it. When I hear certain songs, it's just like tears. Good tears, though. Good tears. Only thing new here is this bow, in which I wrote out Colossians 3:2 right here. Set your mind on things that are above, not things that are of this earth, and basically think on things heavily, and prioritize spiritual growth and acceptance of God's will. All right, this life is temporary. Don't waste my time thinking about negativity. All right, this is an odor spread. Well, this half definitely is odor. This is newer, but I believe I already talked about it. This half of the spread has previously done. This is new. The sticker, these two stickers, and here. God, thank you for all the wonderful moments that I spent in my studies. In these moments, I was able to arm myself with the truth and combat the thoughts that try to take over. Lately, I've been reading the Bible more and more than I ever had in my life, and it has, and the impact has been so significant. And I also have a new prayer. I have new prayer Bibles. Yeah, the new prayer Bibles that I spoke about and shared on my channel and other videos. Just thanking God for those, because those are amazing. I have two. One is for marriage and children, and the other one is for everything. This spread is been completed. I think the only thing I added was here. Talking about, Lord, you are my safe space in this world. That seems like is truly falling apart. I pray for those who are lost and trying to figure things out, and just praying that they come to God. And the world is, I simply put, is turning upside down. I say, God, show them your peace, please. A lot of people need peace. All right, this is a new spread that I finished. This is me talking about finances. It is something that I've worried about. If you know me, I say this a lot, but I used to be a financial officer for the Navy. And so going from Navy to working for the state versus federal is different. And being a financial officer to being a financial literacy teacher is different also. So I just want to pray about my retirement funds and my thoughts about my retirement. That's what this whole blurb is. But at least the little cougar is stepping up. Just like I'm hoping my retirement accounts are. This is about my children. And my thoughts about them specifically. Like, I'm naming them. So with this spread, this is a newly completed spread as well. I decided to write different songs. So I was creative for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. I'm taking my shot. I won't quit. This is a new song that I found on Instagram, and I've used it on like 2 reels. I really, really like how soft and mellow her voice is in the song. She's real chill. Renew me, remake me, creating me a clean heart. This is an old song by Martha Munizzi, I think her name is. But I really, really like that song. It makes me cry. That's one of those songs. I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine. This is Tamla Mann. Again, another song. Like, oh my goodness. Like, if you saw my first Bible journaling entry from like 2017, this song is what that entry is about before I knew this song existed. And it's about this reoccurring dream I used to have as a teenager of meeting God. And that experience was amazing. But it was only a dream. Let's see. Oh, so this is a song called Revive. Is it called, not Revival? Rival. It's called Rival. And it's basically about not making an idol out of anything. Like, God wants you to worship him and him only. Don't sit there and praise other things. And sometimes I think, like, as I'm reading Deuteronomy and I just finished Leviticus and all of that, Numbers, it's in the Old Testament, and sometimes people glance over it, and they, like, when they talk about idols and stuff, people keep thinking of like towers and statues and little trinkets and stuff. And like, we can idolize people, we can idolize a lifestyle, we can idolize our jobs, we can idolize a public figure or a item, a home, a car. Like, if you get up every Sunday and you wash your car and watch a football game, that might be a lot different than what you need to be doing, because that is the day that most Christians are trying to connect with fellow Christians and their spirituality, like going to church and doing something in their community. And if that is taking you away from God, then it can be considered an idol. Various definitions of it, but definitely a song that, like, I like singing the song. And it's basically saying, like, don't build an idol to rival me. Okay? None of the things that you do will matter if God doesn't have you, like if your heart isn't there. So you sit there, like, all these works are wonderful, but your heart has to be in it. So, wonderful song. Another collage. This was done long ago. I pretty much did all my collages early. And then that is the end. All right. I put a lasting sticker here, and I just talked about this is the first Amazon journal of mine that I have completed, like, fully. Like, every spread is done, and it's been an amazing experience that I pray will be an inspiration to others. And I pray that I gain so much from reflecting on this journal, like, as I look back, like, even just now. God, thank you for this accomplishment. And then I signed Kelly. So that is all. That is everything. Every single spread is done in this journal. And I I have a hard time completing journals because emotionally I get attached to them and I don't want them to go away. And that's the reason why my happy planner took so long to be done. Well, I turned it into a happy planner journal. It's because I kept adding pages to it every year until I could hardly turn the pages because it was so thick. So I'm going to do a lot of things different this year. I'm going to start working in my journals and finishing them on purpose. Not finishing them like rushing through them or anything, but not trying to hoard them, okay? And I don't want you to do that either. Don't buy the journal and then let it sit pretty on the shelf. Like, use it. Yeah, I guarantee you it will look better and feel better once it's chunky and full of your thoughts, prayers, hopes, dreams, moments, memories, and things like that. So that's all, folks. This is the last time you'll see this as far as a flip through, unless somebody like asks. But I mean, it's, you know, you just replay this video. But I do plan on posting some still pictures on YouTube and Instagram, like just to make sure people like, you know, see it, because some of the spreads I haven't shared. But if you have any questions about any of the entries, you can let me know. Of course, the link to the journal will be below. I think if you saw other videos, you know that this is the fussy cut section. So this is what you're supposed to just cut out. But it's also included in the kit if you got the digital kit as well. And again, this year I'll be working in my dot journal. I was thinking about making a new dot journal so I can have a cover that is talking about like a faith journal instead of just dot journal. So I don't know yet. I might do it because I can see that this is I'm going to use all of this. This is about to be done. I can see that. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait until that's done or what, because I do have my other journal coming out, the one about my Bible studies. I'm so excited about that. So I am glad that I'm finished with this one. I'm gonna put him on the shelf. He's gonna look fabulous and chunky. And then I'm gonna take this portion out and put it in my Franken planner, which I'm excited about soon. But thank you guys so much for being here with me through this journey. A shout out to my patrons, especially because they've been really showing me a lot of encouragement, especially with like the fact that they finished with their journal. Like, some people are done. Some people say they're almost done, so that's amazing as well. And I like seeing like how they progressed in the journal also. So if you have the journal and you've been posting it, please tag me at Print Pray Slay. If it's on Instagram or Pinterest or anything like that, so I can actually see it. If you're not posting it and you want to just send me photos in a DM or email it to me, I will take those too. It's just really encouraging to see, other people and how they use the journal. But thank you all so much. It is like hard for me to even close it now, but I'm excited to see what is next. And it is a journal that if you wanted to, you can start redoing. Like, it doesn't have to be the same, especially since it's a printable version also, where you can just start with the dot grid and just start adding all of the different elements from the kit. So if you ever were like, I want to continue with my Wild Thoughts journal, start over, babe. That's the perk of printables. All right. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.